After 4 decades as a rock photographer, I've collaborated with every musician that matters.
The Queen 2 album cover might be one of my most famous album covers.
Now, it's time to let these musicians show me their world in their own way.
As is often the case with places that are special, they don't last forever.
This week, I'm headed to Los Angeles
I think that young lady should have more clothes on.
to spend the day with that boy wonder with the voice of an angel,
You may even have some Los Angeles in you, and you may not even know it.
Josh Groban.
Joshua, you're a fine lad.
Thank you.
I'll tell your mummy you did good today.
You know, anybody who sees a program like this can't not be inspired by it.
Sing it out so I can finally breathe in. I can take it all you say.
My name is Mick Rock. Some people have dubbed me the man who shot the 70s. I've photographed a lot of musicians: Queen, David Bowie, Lou Reed, Iggy Pop, Snoop Lion, Lady Gaga, Madonna. Now, I'm going on the road to visit the best music cities in the United States of America and chat with your favorite musicians. Join us for Going on the Record with Mrs. Rock's one and only son, Mick. After a career of late nights hanging with troublemaking rock and rollers, I cleaned up my act years ago. I've always gotten to know the artists and the world around me through my camera. But now I'm looking to dig past the public image of these great musicians to see what really makes them tick.
Hello.
So I want to check in.
Mr. Rock?
Oh, no, that's not me.
No?
No, my name's Oliver Twist.
LA isn't really my favourite city. At heart, I'm a New Yorker and a Londoner. I like to be able to pick up a cab at 3 a.m, which you cannot do in LA.
You're obviously the man, aren't you?
But sometimes it's fun to check in and see if I've left my mark, for better or worse.
Got Mick's book here. Well, then sign that one to Jeff, then. The American.
J-E-double-F.
Spelling.
Of course, I've spent the better part of 40 years with camera in hand,
These are some of the greatest photographs ever taken.
shooting everyone from Iggy Pop to Lou Reed, the Ramones, Madonna, and Queen, God bless them all. The first time I came to LA was in the autumn of 1972 with David Bowie on his very first Ziggy Stardust tour. Later, I met legendary music producer Lou Adler, who's also famous for founding the nightclub and music venue, the Roxy. Today, Lou's son, Cisco, runs the place.
Step into your past.
Okay.
And he and I have become pals over the years.
What do you remember of this place?
I remember being with Lou Reed. It was the end of the Rock and Roll Heart tour.
I like talking to you because you were a kid when you got into it with,
Yeah.
you know, with my
The
dad.
thing about you, though, is that you kind of caught the tail end of that very, very naughty rock and roll tradition.
You remember your first time here?
I do sort of vaguely.
The piano's the same.
Is that actually the same
That's the same piano.
Wow.
But I made it the DJ booth. You know what I mean?
That's
John Lennon
sick.
played on this. I couldn't let it go.
Let me see that one.
Opening night at the piano.
Wow. Look at that. That's your daddy.
I gotta show you what I've created. My latest creation.
Your latest piece of art. That's what got your brain a bit more in line, isn't it?
Of course. This is it. I built
All right.
this. I built this for you.
I
swear.
You did that.
Cisco's tribute to my era is very touching. There is a temptation to think that one's own youth was the best time. But even after all these years, I've never found the true heart of this city. So on this journey, I'm going to take a look at a very different LA. I'm very excited about the time I'm going to spend with Josh Groban. Some people may not think that we're an organic fit. I am, after all, a rock and roll survivor. Josh is an amazing golden voice singer who has massive appeal, both young and old, including my dear mother. He was born Joshua Winslow Groban to Lindy and Jack Groban.
Get it out of my face. Get it. I don't want it. What?
The young Groban turned being a stand-in at a sound check for Celine Dion into an incredible career, entertaining sold-out stadiums and selling somewhere north of 20 million records in just one decade. And he's only 33 years old. That is some record. Josh has asked to meet me on this street corner near Beverly Hills. Seems a little random to me.
Mr. Rock.
Oh, Joshua,
Hello.
I'm starting to feel like some f***ing hooker hanging about here.
You're probably thinking to yourself, why am I standing around in La La Land at this strange, closed-down Jerry's Deli? This little spot in LA is actually kind of where I started. Across the street here is the hospital that I was born.
Bingo.
And so that is, I guess, a good place for us to begin. And then this place, this little area right here kind of has been like the nucleus of where I grew up. My parents lived just a little ways down that way. I lived for a very long time, not a very long way down that way. And I used to kind of come here after concerts. There are other Jerry's Delis around the country, but this one just had kind of a heart to it for some reason. So, as is often the case with places that are special, they don't last forever. Age before beauty.
So strictly speaking, this is your town.
Yeah.
You don't feel like a Los Angeleno for some reason. You do feel more like a New Yorker.
I think there are many people in LA that grow up here without the thoughts of the glitz and glamour, who are lucky enough to be around more of the art and culture, more of the things that I say are stereotypically New York. I say all these things about my appreciation for LA also after having gone through a period where I needed to divorce it for a minute, because I did get sick of it here. I was like you. I thought, if I see one more TMZ van drive by, I'm gonna go nuts. You know, when you think about, in New York, when you think about Carnegie Hall,
Yes.
and wanting to get to that place, this would be that spot in Los Angeles.
Wow.
So
But the building over there,
this
what is that?
This is the Frank Gehry designed Disney Music Hall, which is the home now of the Los Angeles Philharmonic. The acousticians, as we call them, really did such an extraordinary job in there of making it all that it is. And they've got an organ that looks like French fries, which is another reason why. And it sounds just as good. I was lucky enough to sing on the opening night, and it was a very, very special celebration, and it was an honor to be part of that. I'm proud of the city for really kind of taking the reins and doing what they needed to do to make it a creative hub, because it deserves it.
And giving you a venue.
And giving us a venue, yeah. This is a program with a lot of underprivileged children here.
Oh, that he were alive and here beholding his daughter's trial.
I'm kind of flabbergasted, I suppose is the correct word.
Hey! Hey, Mr. Sorensen. The first teacher that I ever had that gave me a lead role. I want to dedicate this song to great teachers, and this is called Hidden Away.
Over mountains and sky blue sea.
So I'm getting a look at Josh Groban's world and learning why he holds this city close to his heart.
My teachers in my life have been there to focus me and to help me hone the skill of singing and really to help me build confidence.
In honoring that spirit of mentorship, Josh has found a meaningful way to give back.
We're here at Hobart Elementary School, which is a school that I became aware of about 3 or 4 years ago. That is a remarkable school. As you'll see when we see the kids, this is a program with a lot of privileged children here that are able to come to this school, and they volunteer to be part of this Shakespearean program. Hey guys, hi. Good to see you. Woo. Hey Ray. It's good to see you, Ray. Thanks for having us.
Are you kidding?
Oh man, we're so excited to be back here. Guys, this is my friend Mick Rock.
Sorry, I got a camera in the right hand.
He's a wonderful
Yeah,
photographer. He's photographed some of the great stars of our time. Now he's taking photos of you.
This after-school program at Hobart ensures that kids do not miss out on music education, and it also introduces them to Shakespeare.
Go ahead, let's see what you got.
The Emperor of Russia was my father. Oh, that he were alive and here beholding his daughter's trial. yet with eyes of pity, not revenge.
All right, can we have a round of applause for these guys?
Great, wow. Fantastic. How far along are you in this
Just 2
process?
months into it.
This is just 2 months?
Yeah. None of these kids have to be here.
Right.
School is over.
This is their extra time now.
And they choose to be here. And they work together, and the older ones mentor the younger ones, which is really an important lesson.
It's about the show.
It is. And who's the star of the play? Shakespeare's the star. We're just the lucky ones who get to do it.
Are you
This
playing
is-
Hermione?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Naomi,
Would you say that this is hard or not for you?
it's fun.
I'm kind of flabbergasted, I suppose is the correct word. Absolutely blown away. Joshua, all that money you're making, I'm very delighted with what you're doing with it.
You know, anybody who sees a program like this can't not be inspired by it, can't walk away from it not seeing the potential. The amount that you all are listening to that up there, the fact that there's no shortcuts, and the fact that you put in the work, I'm always inspired by all the work that is done here, and what Rafe has done has inspired teachers around the world.
Next move,
yeah.
you need a load of cameras. That's what you need. Get them into the camera game, yes.
All right. Thank you, guys. Let's get out of here.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank
that,
you,
guys.
everybody.
That was wonderful. Thank you.
Josh is now taking me to his former high school, a performing and visual arts school here on the campus of California State University, Los Angeles.
Yes, they love you here,
That's
Tom.
cool. It's just, this is like it's like
I know you're
my
loved
family.
elsewhere as well, but here, they clearly adore you.
It's amazing walking these halls, and this facility is actually really new. We didn't have clean, great rooms like this when I was here. It was kind of shared with the Cal State LA campus, and so it's always great to see that even though I'm 33 now, like the kids, like they remind me of me when I was that age.
I know there was this special gentleman in your life at this particular
Mr.
place.
Sorensen, he gave me my first lead role, and his office isn't here, so I wanted to introduce you guys. Knock, knock. Hey! Hey, Mr. Sorensen.
Josh,
Great to see you, Gary. I'm great. How are you? Dear friend, and the first teacher that I ever had that gave me a lead role.
Well, I think, what have I done with my life? Well, I pointed a camera at a few people. Looks like you've done a bit more than I have.
Oh, well.
Speaking of photos, what do you have? These are all the recent shows you have?
Recently, like in the last 5 or 6 years.
This is basically me when I was here.
You're very pretty.
Yes, thank you. Yes, I had that hair too.
But you know, I mean, nothing is like Tevye in Fiddler on the Roof.
Well,
okay? I mean,
you're being very kind.
no,
I was,
this was.
Oh, you were...
I was Tevye in Fiddler on the Roof. I was a very
Yes.
skinny Tevye.
But
And,
a very talented one.
Well,
Yes.
thank you. But that was a huge moment for me. You actually got me to dance, which is a very rare thing. I think that's maybe the last time I ever danced in my life was under your direction.
When you left LA, I found a piece of me leaving.
But I needed to get out of the city to then reappreciate what it was about the city that I actually loved. Coming back to LA after having lived in New York and other cities is that to find that there are those places that are sprouting up and they are just as inspirational and just as wonderful, and there is that arts education here. You just have to get in your car and find it.
You know, they say home is where the heart is. Well, home is where Josh Groban is. And
he's right here.
And I'm right here.
Now.
I gotta give you a hug.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we're the huggy time here, okay?
All right. Thanks, Mr. Sorensen.
Take care.
Hey, keep inspiring all those
I will.
kids.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to come and see the next show. It's Rent, right?
Rent.
All right.
I thought, wow, what did you learn about Josh Groban today? And I thought, well, I'm not letting him in near the wife, I'll tell you that, lad. But
I like my coffee like I like my women. Cold and bitter. After the amazing day that we've had, I want to dedicate this song to not only the students, but the great teachers.
Sing it out so I can finally breathe in. I can take it all you say.
Well, as we're sitting here in this great black box theater at LA County High School for the Arts, and after the amazing day that we've had, I want to dedicate this song to not only the students, but the great teachers here and around the country that are inspiring kids every day to shine that light that's inside them. And this is called Hidden Away.
Over mountain and sky blue seas, great circles, will you watch for me? The sweetest feeling I've got inside. I just can't wait to get lost in your eyes. And all these words you were meant to say, held in silence day after day. Words of kindness that our poor hearts crave. Please don't keep them hidden away. Sing it out so I can finally breathe in. I can take in all you say. Holding out for something I believe in. All I really need today. I want to see your love. I want to free your love. Please don't keep your love hidden away. You're a wonder, how bright you shine. A flickered candle in a short lifetime. A secret dreamer that never shows. If no one sees you, then nobody knows. And all these words you were meant to say, held in silence day after day. Words of kindness that our poor hearts crave. Please don't keep them hidden away. Sing it out so I can finally breathe in. I can take in all you say. Reaching out for someone I believe in. All I really need today. I want to free your heart. I want to see your heart. Please don't keep your heart hidden away. I want to feel your love. Will you reveal your love? Please don't keep your love hidden away. You.
Masterful, Josh.
Well, we are in a Los Angeles historical landmark here. This place was, as every sign around here will tell you, started in 1924. It's owned by our former mayor, Richard Riordan. My dad used to take me here when I was a kid. We would get steak and eggs, and we would come here on his way to work, and he'd bring me down here for breakfast. Oh, nectar of the gods.
Look at you.
Thank you. I travel so much, but coming back here is always, it's always great to see great people doing great things here.
And you showed me today, and those two gentlemen you introduced me to, that are very meaningful.
They're
in your
helping
life.
keep that spirit alive.
I have to tell you, I've had a lot of fun with you today.
I've had a lot of fun with you,
Above all,
too.
it's been fun.
It has been
and
fun.
it's sustained the energy, and I thought, wow, what did you learn about Josh Groban today? And I thought, well, I'm not letting him in near the wife, I'll tell you that, lad. But
I like my coffee like I like my women. Cold and bitter. Tell me about photographers.
Well, they're very abusive. I mean, they steal a piece of your soul every time they click. Don't do a session with me, man, because I click so many times. You'll say, Mick, can you give me back that, like, a quarter of an inch of my soul, please? Just a little bit.
All right, let's go outside. Let's go outside.
Joshua, you're a fine lad.
Thank you.
I'll tell your mummy you did good today. How's that?
Oh, thank you
but
so much.
You've got to do the same for me, man.
I will.
Because sometimes I get a bit of a bad rap with mummy, you know what I mean? Well, wonderful day at the racetrack we had. Joshua,
Yes,
you have
what?
a wonderful night, though.
And you,
Sincerely.
sir. Thank you, my friend. I'll see you soon.
Yeehaw! Nashville, Tennessee, right? Well, they said the weather was all right until I got here and f***ed everything up. Me and the Kings of Leon were hanging out today.
The last time I was in the back of a truck like this, I threw up everywhere.
They were so young when we first started out.
People
call us kings, and we are as far removed from royalty as you could ever be.
Let's do a group hug. No gripping of buttocks. We're not going to go there.